Hi, everyone. Today I want to talk about something that really bothers me, and it's fake photos and stolen photos, and people who say, "This is what I'm going to be sending you," and then they send you something else because they've stolen other people's listing photos. And I want to show you two listing photos because the stolen listing photos is a big problem, and it's getting very confusing for people because a lot of companies like Temu and Shein and Alibaba have stolen photos from actual handmade artists, and they've put those photos on their websites, and then they say, we're going to sell you this thing. But they can't because they didn't make it. This photo is my listing photo, and this photo is my listing photo on Amazon that a different company has stolen and has been using for years. Amazon won't take it down. I have filed all the appropriate paperwork to tell them that's my photo that's being used. It's copyright infringement. Amazon won't take the picture down because they just claim that I'm not filling the forms out right. I know that I'm filling them out right. Or they're saying that, oh, there's no logo on this one. You can clearly see on this one that they've blocked out my logo that's on this one. And, I once had a company in Korea that made silicone molds steal a photo of my cake, a wedding cake that I made, and they put it on their website with my logo on it and said that they would sell you the mold that I used to make it, except that I made the mold from a brooch that I own. And there's no way they could replicate that. So there are a few ways if you want to actually support the people that are making things that are having their photos stolen, that you can make sure that you're actually buying from the right person. Number one is don't buy on Temu or Shein or Alibaba, and be really careful on Amazon because a lot of that it's the same thing. They're stealing people's photos and then they're sending you something else. And if you look at the reviews on this picture, and you can go to Amazon and search for edible wafer paper mermaid dots, and that's what will come up. I don't sell on Amazon, but these are my pictures, and they have two listings up for it. And the reviews, one of them says, this is a frequently returned item. It's because it's not what's in the photo. And some of the reviews say things like the pictures or the colors weren't as vibrant as the ones in the photo. And I can see from the photos that people have posted that it's a different size. They're a lot bigger. It's not what I sell, but they're using my photo. So if you want to make sure that you're getting the right thing from someone who is actually making their products and you want to support a small artist, go to their website. And like I said, I've been taken before. I've bought something and had things sent to me and I was like, what is this? And you know what? It's probably because it was cheap. And a lot of people buy things because they're cheap. And then you're surprised when you don't get what's in the picture. Learn your lesson. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. We've all heard that saying before. But that is another way that you can tell. If the price of something is very low, and you're being told that it's handmade, it's probably not. Go to someone's website directly, see if they have social media where you can see if they're a real person, sign up for their email list to see what kind of things they send you. This is the kind of thing where you need to get to know the maker so that you can make sure that the maker is a real person and not just a company that has stolen other people's photos. You can also shop in places like Go Imagine, which is a website for handmade artists, and they do actually screen people in. It's only for the US right now, but other countries have the same types of websites where those sellers are screened in and you can't just sign up and sell anything you want. So Go Imagine in the US is a good option. And another option is to check on the Artisan shopping directory, which is a website that I run for people who do have small home businesses and who make their own products. I'll put links to all of these in the description of the video. Another thing that you need to be careful of is because people have stolen photos, sometimes you see the photo on Alibaba and then you think that the person who really made it is the one that's cheating you. That's not usually the case, but sometimes the people who are buying things, okay, this gets very complicated. Someone makes something really nice and someone will steal the photo and put it on their listings. Then other people come and buy that cheap thing, and then they go back to the first platform, whether it's Etsy, eBay, Amazon, or whatever, and they sell that cheap version of the nice thing in their own shops. So the person that originally made it does get lost after a while. And sometimes you'll think that the person who originally made it is the one that's trying to rip you off because you see that photo on these cheap websites. It does get very complicated. And a lot of times that's why it's best to go to an artist's website if they have one that's separate from the marketplace websites, because then you can actually see them and their individual work. Okay. It's just safer to buy directly from people as opposed to buying on a marketplace a lot of the time. The other piece of this is the AI stuff that's going around now. And AI is not magic. All it does is it copies pictures and it puts pieces of them together to make a new picture. There's always something kind of plasticky and fake about them, though. You can tell. After you look at AI pictures for a while, you'll be able to tell. There are tons of cake photos on Pinterest that are AI cakes. They don't exist. I'm looking at these cakes going, how did they do that? Because there's no way you can get any kind of edible decoration to do that. And then I realized that these are AI cakes. So you have to be really careful if you are a bride or a customer who's taking pictures to a baker. And I've had people say, yeah, I've already had customers bring me pictures of these cakes. They don't exist. You can't do them with edible materials because it's just made up. So you have to be careful that you don't expect someone to be able to do everything that's in a picture if it's not a guaranteed picture of a cake that they made. You know, take inspiration from these pictures, but don't expect them to look exactly the same. It's not good. And the AI pictures are just bad. There was also a situation, they might still be up, these listings. There was a situation on Etsy and Amazon and some other sites where people were selling, probably eBay too, people were selling stained glass lamps, but they were AI photos. These listing photos were made by a computer. They were not a picture of anything that exists in the real world. And when these people ordered the lamps, they got something that was really ugly and small and nothing like what was in the picture. And this is going to get more common too. So just number one, be careful. If you're looking at something and the price is super cheap, don't believe it. It's very possible that you're going to get ripped off. It's not possible to make certain things super, super cheap. It's just not. So give this video a thumbs up. If you have any questions about this, please post it. And this is getting to be a bigger problem than it ever has been just because of the rampant photo theft and the AI pictures. And it's just a huge mess right now. I wanted to put this out there. The best option is to shop on Go Imagine, shop on the individual artist's website, and, you know, just do your due diligence. If something is too cheap, it looks too good, it probably is, and you might not get what you think you're going to get in the mail. And definitely, if you do get ripped off, complain to the place that you bought it. Complain to Etsy, complain to eBay, complain to Amazon, because the more customers who complain directly to the platforms, the faster those shops will be taken down, because they're not going to take them down unless they get enough complaints. All right, give this video a thumbs up, and I will talk to you later.